In Bali, time moves slowly, and it compels you to put all of your ambition and impatience aside and simply live in the present. Barbecue could assist you to understand how to live low and slow. I'm Kevin Rasumantri. Come taste the beauty only on Sea Indonesia. Restaurants for me is the beating heart of a city. A venue where good food and community intertwine. That is why I love exploring new places, from those hidden online ways to the glitz and glam of modern restaurants. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities, only on Sea Indonesia. What makes a new place feels like home? What I do believe is always about the people, friendship and communities. And food often is the best way for us or to combine or unite some people into one community. Like what my friend, which is Cecilia Millian, does with her place, Riung Rasa, where she cooks comfort food and lots of people from all around Indonesia that works in Bali gather into one big community. But what I've also heard that she is mastering currently the art of barbecue or smoked brisket. I think I want to go there and learn how to make smoked brisket myself, and if I'm lucky, making new friends. Hello, Vivi. How are you?
I'm good.
Now I'm here.
Look at this.
Look at this sexy thing. We've known each other for a while, and it's my first time to go to Riung Rasa. I love that place. You know, the windy, even the background.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like in Bali, yeah?
Yeah, it feels like in Badung actually.
In Badung, like your hometown.
Yes.
Like your hometown. So, because I'm here, I really want to learn about. I mean, Riung Rasa is famous for the smoke, right?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm your protege today.
Sure.
What should I do?
Happy to share this with you.
Okay.
So this is a US brisket. So there are two parts on a brisket called point end and navel end.
The point end is this.
This one. You just remember the. So now, one thing that you need to understand before we start all of this, there is no right or wrong. Because every pit master, they have their own preference.
Oh, I love that meaning in life. There is no right or wrong.
There is no right or wrong. That's including when you turn on the fire or even when you're trimming the brisket.
Yeah.
So as you know, maybe people trim the brisket like very clean. But for us, we don't really trim all fat because based on our experience, it gives more flavor.
Is there any kind of meat works for smoking?
We use basically only US.
Yeah. So
but we also already try Australia and also New Zealand brisket.
It's different then?
It's different. It's different. The way you treat it is different. The temperature is different also when it's finished. So
okay. So I think let's shall we start?
Okay. So now we're gonna trim the brisket.
I think I'm gonna use my.
Oh yes, the glove.
And 18 hours of smoking brisket start with this trimming process. We only trim the excess dense fat, as it will not render nicely during the smoking process. But apart from that, the remaining fat will enrich the brisket's flavor and prevent it from drying. Because as Vivi said, there is no right or wrong on this. Just do as you please. And look at Vivi. She's very pleased to feel her brisket like a piece of sculpture art.
This one, we can trim it.
This is you are not a part of the family.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is quite. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like kind of have this therapeutic effect, you know, like when you are in the bad day and you want, okay, I want to do the brisket smoke. Oh, I love rubs. I even have different kinds of rubs in my house for any usage, from chicken to fish and to vegetables. Brisket rub usually contains only black pepper and kosher salt. But here at Riung Rasa, Vivi adds brown sugar and smoked paprika powder. And she doesn't let any of her rub fall off the brisket because she coats the brisket with oil so it's a touch.
So one of the key to wrap our brisket, we're not hesitate to put the wrap. Okay, for us, we put, you can also...
You know, that's really cooking. I hear when people are like, put a tiny bit. No, dude, put like this. Like
because
this.
remember, you're gonna smoke this inside the smoker for, you know, like hours. You know, you want like the wrap to be absorbed inside the meat. And then you just do tap. Tap like this. But don't hesitate.
People like, okay, give this kind of flavor. This is not flavor, this is flavor, right?
Exactly. So let's put the wrap everywhere.
Especially when you cook inside of the brisket, correct me if I'm wrong, that the fat will render and some of the flavoring will also going to the bottom.
Exactly.
That's why you need more flavor on top. See? I understand that. At least a little.
Now one twist for us, as you know our name Riung Rasa, we don't left any Indonesian twist to our barbecue or to our menu. So what we have here, it's andaliman.
Oh, the good old andaliman.
Yeah. So
why do you use andaliman? You already have black pepper here.
This is more, you know, like there is a tangy flavor and then there is acidic flavor. Because I'm come from Sumatra, so I'm very familiar with this andaliman.
Local pride.
So it will not give, you know, like the whole flavor andaliman.
The numbing flavor of andaliman, no? Okay.
Because if it's too much, then you know you cannot feel anything on your tongue, right? So this is just a little touch. So we can do it here first.
That's a little.
That's a little. I also have some chicken here. Do you wanna do the rubbing now, or we wanna try to light up the fire first, and then while waiting, we can wrap the chicken?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so we try with the
fire first, and then we wait the chicken.
Okay.
Smoked barbecue techniques needs advanced flame and heat control. Any pit master will choose their wood wisely to achieve the perfect heat and smoke. Indonesia luckily had a wide range of fruits and nut wood, something that Western pit master envy because they can hardly find any fruit wood. Remember, only nuts and fruit wood are suitable for the barbecue's job.
You can try to pick as well. So this is very light, right? It's not like...
it's indeed.
Yeah.
Is it the light wood means that there's no more moisture inside of it?
No, sometimes there is. When it comes to fruit, either you still have moisture or you have sap. So we will see that when we light up the fire, you know, all the challenge will come there.
So you're gonna bring this to the smoker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, help you.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
Over there.
Yeah.
I know that making barbecue requires hard and slow work, but I never imagined it would be this detailed. But after this, I think I'll be learning how to play with fire, and which is the most important and the hardest part of barbecue and smoking. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia.
So now we're gonna light the fire. This is a firebox basically.
The firebox.
Yeah. There are 3 components in order to have a good fire. That is oxygen.
Okay.
Which is the air surroundings. So that's why it's really important, you know, to understand the wind, the weather when it's raining, because it's gonna be affected the fire.
The fire.
And then we have fuel. So this is our fuel basically, right? This is our fuel, and we have heat. So when you have fuel, heat, and oxygen,
that you have
then
long to the fire steady. Oh,
okay.
So that's how you control the fire then?
Yeah.
The maintaining the process.
So now what we are trying to create here now is an ember. Once we have an ember and the fire is stable, you just basically need to feed.
To feed?
Yeah, you're just feeding the fire with the other wood.
With other woods. Oh.
Yeah. So now here we have our wood already. Some people use charcoal.
Yeah.
Sometimes different things, but for us we use this.
Oh, the egg carton.
Yeah, or just the normal carton.
Yeah, the egg carton. I think it's really sustainable.
Yeah.
Because you use this again.
Yeah.
So you put it on the.
Yeah, we try to fill the space.
Oh. Igniting fire surely needs patience. It takes around 40 minutes to an hour to get a stable scorching ember. Especially when the wood still have sap in it, just like this, which will take longer. But however, if you lose your patience, of course you will lose the fire.
Now we have our fire.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna wait until we have a clean smoke.
Oh, this is not clean smoke?
No, because we also open, so we don't reach the temperature that we want yet. So we're gonna close the barrel now.
Yeah. So what kind of smokery is this? How do people call this?
This is barrel.
Oh, barrel.
Barrel, firebox, chimney.
Oh, the chimney.
Okay. So now we're gonna close this to make sure that,
I see that you put water inside of it.
Oh yes.
What's the use of it?
The water is to moisture the meat, to make sure it's not dry, to keep the moisture. So we also check this time by time. For example, if it's already 10 hours, if we still have enough water, we add it again if we need to.
Oh, so you don't want it to be overly hot?
Yes.
So it's scorching and then destroying the meat, but you want it to be kind of like humid and then the temperature just right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So now this is the thermometer. We're gonna wait until it reaches 300, to make sure it has a good heat inside.
Oh, it's still 50 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, so it's gonna, continue rise up, and then after that we will open. We will spray it with water just to make sure it doesn't create like a mark burn in our meat.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're gonna put in the meat, and the long process starts.
So this, how much smoke meat that you can enter in the smoker? One with that size?
We can put two this position. So with this one, we can put like this. Okay, with the smoker, we want to maintain the heat, so we never put anything on this level because the heat comes from here.
Yes.
So it will make the meat very dry.
Okay, understood.
Okay, now we're gonna put the meat. We need to make sure that the point end will be on that side because it's the thickest part.
And that's the heat from?
Yes.
Okay, understood.
Okay. There goes the diamond.
Okay. Ooh, the heat. Ooh, panas. That's quite hot. You have the sizzle, but not that much sizzle because from the water, right? Okay. So you put in. So the temperature is around 100?
We need to maintain it in 250 Fahrenheit, so that's around 130 Celsius.
Oh, so low.
Yeah. See? Now you can see it's dropped again.
It drops again, right?
Yeah. Which is fine. Now it will go up and we will maintain it in 250 degrees.
Okay. After around 8 hours, or when the brisket reaches a certain internal temperature and cannot absorb any more smoke, the brisket is then wrapped in parchment paper. The wrap will prevent the meat from getting too smoky and will retain the juiciness while it cooks. Well, there's a couple more hours to go. Visiting the most exciting eating places around cities only on Sea Indonesia. My gosh, I mean, look at this, all of this generosity, that labor of, I don't know, perhaps half hour, 14 hours of, I mean, look at this amazing barbecue platter, the smoked one, something that perhaps you can only see in this Texas style barbecue, and then this humble chicken changed the color like this, and all of this. So I think it's nasi goreng made of also the smoked meat. And then I'm really intrigued with this, this is a smoked bone marrow, but with dabu-dabu, which I think is really brilliant in a way. So I'm going to taste this first, definitely the smoked brisket. This beauty. You can see here the pink one. This is what the barbecue people said as the smoke ring. If you go to a barbecue smokehouse and then they don't have this pinkish thing, which is the smoke ring, I suggest you have to go from that place, because this is the sign that the meat has been properly smoked for 8, 12, 14 hours, and then how the flavor is actually slowly, gradually penetrate. And then when I tear this apart, okay, oh, it's easily tearable. Ooh. And then this just tiny fat that we just let it sit. This is flavor. Look at this kind of sweetness, I have to say. And if you think that the bark will be bitter, it's not at all. It just gives this nutty, like subtle bitterness into it, and then the smoke is just light and elegantly penetrate the meat. It's just humble looking, but so delicious. Then Actually, one of my favorite part of meat, which is tongue. In the barbecue world, known as lengua, or the tongue. But actually, if you look at all of this color, why everything is so brownish or kind of that? It's because, my friend, it's not caramelization. Nope, it's Maillard or Maillard, if you know it. It's kind of same process actually with caramelization, but caramelization contains only sugar. It's a process of browning the sugar, and then the end result is only sweet. But all of this brown protein like this is all because of Maillard reaction, where the amino acids and the sugar interact, and then they create this crust that gives more complex flavor. So caramelization is only sweet, but Maillard reaction, it gives this complex savory sweetness flavor. Well, how to say, I'll try this, the dabu-dabu with bone marrow, also smoked with a humble sourdough bread. Oh gosh, I think this is also good. Look at this hearty goodness. Oh god. Wow. Wow, it's loaded with flavor. I'm not lying, it's loaded with flavor. Oh my gosh. They're really, really brilliant making this. They're really brilliant. But even Maxi over there, here's the husband, here's the chef. And it's from Manado, so that's why, hence, dabu-dabu. My God. Ooh. If you notice, there is one thing particular, that for all of this barbecue, there's no sauce. Even this is only like complimentary. It's not something that is obvious. Why? Because all of this thing is already loaded and infused with intense flavor and aroma, so they don't need sauce at all, basically. That's why I don't even touch the sauce. It's already great as it is. But there is this thing that established and created Riung Rasa since the day one, even before all of this smoky goodness. Humble, your classic mom and pop somai Badung. This is what I said, really serious about community. I really remember when I think it's around 8 years ago, I was living in Bali. It's very hard for me to find a good somai Badung. Even it's challenging because I need to go to like 15 kilometers to the city center. Hello. Oh, you have to try the smoked meat. It's just amazing. Oh, Chef Max is there. I think I'm gonna go down because he's the one who also made this with his wife, Fifi. Yes. Papa Maxi.
Cheers, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, man. So how's everything?
It's really good. I love the cauliflower and then this.
The pineapple.
The pineapple.
You have the burnt caramelized flavor on it, right?
Love it. Especially because you pair it with the chicken.
Yep.
Which is like I don't like Jamaican
kind of things like jerk chicken,
right?
Yeah.
So this is where you finish all the barbecue.
So basically we have like a two section. We have the smoke section that reviews you with Fifi, right?
Yeah.
You smoke the brisket, you smoke the chicken and all things. That here we are finish all the dishes before we serve to the guests. So we grill the chicken. chicken here.
Like sometimes you just miss this kind of cooking process, right?
Back to the old style, not modern things.
You know what? You really kind of remind me with this chef from Argentina, the Francis Malman.
Yeah.
Francis Malman, right?
Yeah.
And then fine dining chef suddenly just like, okay, I'm switched to the old classic asador.
Yep.
The classic Argentinian way of cooking with fire, kissed by fire. And this, I think this suits you the most. Itu bukan terjadi ya, wish this happened. Hello, this is the lady.
Yes,
there you go.
Thank you so much for coming to our humble kitchen.
Oh yeah, I really love it. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
I never thought that you guys going to make it like this.
Well, yeah, we are
like on top of the south of Bali.
Yeah.
I mean, we are crazy, but it works.
Sometimes you get kind of craziness in this world that's too, I don't know, too fake.
Yeah.
But again, thank you very much for coming here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you
Cheers,
so
man.
much.
Cheers.